Hey, what's up guys? This is a quick video to look at a UFO photograph and sighting that was recently published on MUFON's website. But the sighting actually took place last year on May 4th, 2018. So the witness mentions taking a few different photographs, but this is the only one that I saw published on MUFON's website. And I'm going to be reading the witness testimony verbatim in just a moment. But before I do that, I want to show that I've tried to brighten up the photograph, but doing so does not help a larger shape of the craft emerge out of the darkness as I would have hoped for. However, oversaturating the colors does help the colors themselves emerge out of the picture a little bit better. And this is especially helpful, for me at least, to see that there's a green tint to the colors in the middle of the formation. And this is interesting because it lines up with the witness testimony that I'm going to be reading in just a moment. She mentions being followed by green lights, and I really didn't see it before I oversaturated the colors a bit like this. So let me just reverse the changes back to the original photo again here. And here's the oversaturated version I just made. So I'm going to be just reading from MUFON's article entitled "Utah Witness Says UFO Followed Her Home." The article states that a Utah witness at Enterprise reported encountering and photographing an object with two green lights that followed her home, according to testimony. The witness was driving home, heading northwest on Highway 18 at approximately 2:45 a.m. on May 4th, 2018. Now this is the witness's own words. At approximately mile marker 38, I saw two green lights to the southwest of me. As I drove through the canyon, the lights came closer towards me and was descending from the dark sky. My initial thought was, what a weird place to see a drone. But as I thought through it, I realized nobody would be flying a drone in this area at this time of morning. Then, as the lights got closer, I realized this was a bigger object than I thought, and it began hovering next to me as I drove. I reached for my phone to take a picture, and the object hovered above me, then hovered just ahead of me, hugged up to the mountainside. I wondered if it was going to land because it was so low. Then it hovered up and over the mountain, keeping close to the treetops and then out of sight in a northern direction. As I came out of the canyon, I scanned the dark sky looking for the green lights again, but I didn't see anything but stars. As I continued driving home, I was questioning what I saw and my own sanity. Then as I turned right down my street, there were the two green lights again, about 150 yards in front of me, and approximately 20 feet above the ground coming at me, so I turned my lights off and grabbed my phone. As I snapped two pictures, the object just hovered in place for about 15 seconds. This is when I noticed the green lights spinning into and out of sight, and the first time I saw an orangish red light blinking below the green lights, then it floated away in a southwest direction. When the witness got home, the green and red lights were still seen in the distance. I was so creeped out and was afraid of abduction because of the object following and watching me that I sat in my car with the lights and engine off for 5 minutes before running in my house and locking all the doors and shutting all the blinds. I could not hear anything and could not make out a formation with my naked vision. But when I looked at the pictures I had taken, I then saw the formation of the object, the windows in the object, and some sort of blue glow at the top of the formation. None of those visible to the naked eye in the dark. I continue to now hear a hovering sound over my house come and go as I type this, 4 times in the last hour, but when I look outside there is nothing to be seen. Then the sound just disappears. I'm not 100% sure this is related, but we do not have known flying objects such as helicopters flying around Enterprise, and the sound is not that of an airplane. Utah MUFON Assistant State Director Stephen Walker closed this case as an unknown aerial vehicle.